It's Quorator's time.
It's Quorator's time, baby.
Let's get to it. Lean back into another great episode of Quorators, the #1 Quora podcast where you are on Quora and you read the questions. It's the questions website. We're the question guys. Get ready.
We're the question guys.
Get ready to ask questions and answer the questions with the question guys. We're your question guys. It's Alex and Jeremy.
Guess what? We are both going to be on trips soon. So this one, we recorded right after the last one.
We recorded right after the last one.
It's going to be a silly episode, I think.
Oh.
No?
A little bit irregular for us.
Okay.
A different change of pace. Now I've got a steaming cup of brown here. Ooh.
How sick are you of these guests always asking questions? I don't know what Quora is.
Oh, is it?
What the knowledge is
I've
forbidden?
only been on Twitter.
Shut the fuck up.
That's not what it's like.
This one's just us.
It's people who know the lay of the land. It's like, you know those plays that people do about Lewis and Clark?
Nope.
In like elementary school where it's
Sure.
like, this is Lewis and Clark and their friend Sacagawea. This episode is like if just Sacagawea got a play where she doesn't talk to anybody.
Finally.
It's just somebody who knows the environment.
Isn't it fucked up that Lewis
And
and
is
Clark...
sold into sex slavery to a foreign trader.
Yeah, well, that part's also fucked up.
And it's wrong.
What I was going to say was less fucked up, I'll admit.
Yeah, what's up?
That Lewis and Clark is their last names.
Damn!
Killing spree.
You never think about that. You always think of it as a guy named Lewis and a guy named Clark.
I've literally never thought about
It's
it.
their last names. It's like John Lewis or whatever.
Yeah. It'd
I'm
be like
curious.
we'd be Patak and Kaplowitz.
Yeah, but it doesn't. No one would assume.
Ugh. Europe
Yuck.
must pay for their crimes.
What do you think their first names are? I'm curious.
One, I think it's Meriwether Lewis.
It's true. Meriwether Lewis and William
then-
Clark.
William, that's kind of boring. I was hoping he'd be like Rosenthal Clark.
Well, one of them's named Lewis Clark, so that's confusing.
Can't I just be happy with a Meriwether Lewis? That's already so baddie.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
My name is Meriwether Lewis.
That's a content name right there, baby.
Hello, I'm a stand-up comedian.
Subscribe to Meriwether Lewis if you want all the Merry points.
We're getting merry on the Merrycast.
You girls ever take your tops off? I'm Meriwether Lewis.
He's like an Andrew Tate style podcaster.
Unlock yourself. Find the Northwest Passage. Acquire land from France. I aspire to be
Manifest your destiny.
manifest your destiny with my brain pills.
That's a fun little bit. All right.
Hey, just joking about that.
No, sorry, I wasn't saying that to like undo it and be like, just to be clear, we're joking. We don't think that's who Lewis and Clark is. I was just trying to wrap a little bow on it
Yep, that's true.
and say, onto the podcast.
I think we're all on the same page. We want to read some chorus. Now, because we are recording right after the other one,
Yes.
there are no answers on
There's
that.
no answers to our Quora. We'll read them both next week.
I suppose next week it's double your trouble.
Oh,
with two
I actually
chorus.
take it back. There are 2 answers.
Oh, holy shit.
That's
Okay, so
really
the question
weird.
was, I guess let's get it up there.
Why has nobody ever invented a toilet for horses? Now, there are 2 answers immediately.
Are they both scrambled eggs?
No. Neither of them is. Oh, no, one of them is scrambled eggs. Okay.
Damn,
so one person
dude,
that
the
just has
speed on this is
fucking
unreal.
notifications on for Alex's.
I got lunch and came back and there's wrong answers on my computer.
So anyway, thank you for that one, Jack Carpenter, who gave a scrambled eggs answer.
And he gave us a picture of a horse. Wonderful
Thank
picture.
you. Something about Goku is in here, which I really appreciate. Love
Goku. Love
We
Goku.
love
Come
Goku.
on the show.
Goku, we love your work.
Mwah! Chef's kiss the way you Dragon Ball.
Alex doesn't know anything about Goku.
Is that like a kind of car?
And then we have two.
It's a new
answers.
jock persona I'm trying out. A guy who thinks Goku is a kind of car.
So it's like a kind of car.
What's that? Like another bikini model?
He doesn't know what it is.
Nope. He thinks Goku is like an Italian model that he could date because he's single. I'm still the characters are merging. But anyway, what's the question for the horses? I'm sorry.
There's 2 answers. It says we have 2 answers, but there are really 3, and there's 2 non-scrambled eggs answers. And one of them says seat design, and the other one says it would be difficult to train most horses to use it. Same for dogs, cats, sheep, cows, and other pets.
So it would be difficult to train them. Seat design, I think you can get around.
I don't
Because
think
horses sit.
Are horses a pet?
They're livestock.
Yeah, I think that's different from a pet.
They're for a time considered transportation. Every time, and
That's
I finished
true.
Last of Us this week.
Sure.
And this isn't a real spoiler for Last of Us so much. I think I've noticed about media in general. But anytime somebody is like, "I'll distract them on my horse," say goodbye to that horse.
Oh yeah.
That horse is about to get shot in the goddamn brain.
TV shows, post-apocalyptic TV shows love to kill a horse.
Yeah. Well, I think just humans love to kill a horse, and they reflect that in their narrative.
Nothing I love more than watching the life drain from a horse's eyes.
Saying goodbye to the sweet apple of life.
Not so fast anymore, Secretariat.
Secretariat said too good for too long. Well, not anymore. Anyway, that's the answer to the horse toilet question. I bet we're going to get even more stuff on this. Maybe we'll read it again
I like
next
that
week.
you said hoist at first.
We'll get the hoist toilet question next week.
for your answers on the hoist questions.
It's so hard being in my 30s, seeing as I was born in 1947. That'd be cool if when you moved to New York, you developed a transatlantic accent.
I'd love that.
For like an FDR style chitter chatter. Rent is so expensive here in sunny Brooklyn.
You're the rent is too damn high guy from like the 40s.
The rent was also too damn high then. There was a coalition of
guy?
homeless. Yes,
Yeah.
I remember. I also remember
Remember
the
the rent is
guy.
too damn high.
And
guy?
he was right. And
was
that's what we all
Jimmy McMillan.
We laughed at him because he
laughed.
was right.
We said ha 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 ha. What
Now
a fool.
here we are getting fucked on rent.
We really are. Bring him back.
Bring him back.
I think he had some
That's what we
other
want to
weird
talk about
opinions.
this week. It's not all Quora all the time.
It's the Jimmy McMillan cast. I think
It's-
that's his name, right?
Niche political figures from 15 years ago.
I think everyone who listens to our podcast is like our age, thankfully.
That's true. Hey,
so there's no like
tell your
Zoomers.
kids about Quorators.
If there are, I don't know. Maybe there's some Zoomers who are like, I don't know what that is.
If you're a Zoomer, dab in the chat.
Dab in the throw a dab in the chat.
2 episodes in a row.
Oh man, this is gonna be a loopy one. All right, let's read a question. Let's get into the quirk place.
Killing spree.
Is that our quirk place one?
I don't think we have one.
All right, time to go.
I'm
to
gonna
YouTube
do some
audio
work on the
library.
soundboard. I've been pretty busy for the last few weeks, but now we're gonna get some good
it's
sounds
totally
soon.
fair.
You stay tuned. There's gonna be better sounds.
Oh man, I'm going to the YouTube audio library, our new favorite thing.
All right, we'll find another workplace song. This is like a new segment we do where we click random copyright-free songs. Right
Should
in
I
if
not
you
do this? This is a
love
bad idea.
that.
They have sound effects on here.
I know they have sound effects on here.
Oh, they do.
I just
Okay.
made an audio play. All
All right, you don't want to hear
click one.
factory background?
No, I don't want to hear. I thought you were gonna do a song. What did you type in the?
Welcome to the quirk place.
Oh. Yeah, a workplace can be anywhere. You can work in. People work in India. Sure they do. What's the question?
The question is from Cody.
Cody.
A coworker brought a cheesecake that she made herself to work, and it was horrible. We told her it was good so she wouldn't be hurt. Now she brings it every week. How do we solve this?
And so by solve, you mean have her stop bringing in cheesecake?
Yeah, because they just can't be eating fucking cheesecake every week.
So one creative solution would be to get her to donate that cheesecake to an office in need.
Sure, that's smart. That seems like a
And
nice
that
thing
way
to do.
she's still validated and you don't have to eat the cheesecake.
I was going to say try to get her fired for an unrelated reason.
That's probably the most
Frame
practical
her.
solution. Frame her for a murder.
Yeah. Say she murdered one of your coworkers. One of your coworkers is
First-
going to have to take the fall for
Yeah,
this.
first you murder one of your coworkers, then put her fingerprints on it.
Yeah, get those
Get a
on there.
lock of her hair.
Yeah.
You know how murderers always drop a lock of their hair on the
That's a
victim?
big one that they do.
Yeah. They do the hair and sperm, blood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Murderers love to fucking come on a
They
body.
love sperm. Murderers are so nutty for sperm.
They're nutty for nutting.
I don't-
I'm nutty for nutting.
Ah!
It's like serial brand character pornos.
Oh, I thought you were going to say serial killer character.
Oh, no, sorry.
Well, it's actually a combination of things. It's a new kind of brand place you can get. It's a serial killer, and he murders your taste buds. I was thinking, I can't think of like an actual murderer who nuts on all of his corpses.
I feel like most of the serial killers, I mean,
There's cum involved.
yeah.
but it's never like
maybe not nutting on,
sure. And I think it's just that
nutting in.
much like sand in Star Wars Episode 1, it just gets everywhere.
It really does.
And so if you have a little scooper and you're on the case,
cum. It's so coarse.
so coarse.
It gets everywhere.
It's in my hair for days.
Boy.
What was this question? How do you get her to stop breaking the cake? Just use your fucking words. Come on, grow up.
This is the tired episode of the podcast.
Grow up.
Am I being a bad parent? I murdered my son. Yeah, you are. Next question. Come on. What are you, stupid?
I'm sorry. My time is important.
I think that you fucked up. I mean, this is obviously a deranged person. Like, if you make cheesecake for your coworkers, and let's say it's genuinely good, and they're like, this is good, thank you so much. Now you're like, every Thursday I bring in a new cheesecake. Like, fuck you, dude. You suck.
Yeah, just eat the cheesecake. It's really not a problem.
No, I'm saying, like, don't bring it in every fucking week. That's weird.
The dynamics of this get me to believe that this person really needed a compliment and then got one cake-wise and is just now forging an identity from that. So here's what you do. Get them to do a different thing every week.
Yeah.
What if instead they...
You're so good at filing.
Yeah, they file.
You're sick
No one
at
files
filing.
quite like you, Diane.
I have a friend who in college made me pad thai, and it was really bad.
Must
and
be
I was
nice.
like, yummy. And then he kept bragging to people like, I'm so good at making pad thai. Jeremy loves it. And like 2 months in, I was like, I gotta be honest, dude, I fucking hated that pad thai.
Oh my God.
And he was really offended.
Yeah, I bet he was.
But I was like, stop using me as a, I can't do it anymore.
Don't mention how much I love your pad thai again.
I was like, I couldn't do it.
Is this going to be the episode where we talk about how you don't like food?
Maybe. He used like peanut butter or something. Like instead of peanuts, it was like something weird.
Yeah, I'm not saying this was great pad thai, but I'm saying like...
This is a current close friend of mine who, if any of my actual friends listen to this podcast, will know who it is.
So I'm always asking you what you'd like to eat for food, and you say I literally don't care and that you don't really care about food. Is that all food kind of tastes the same to you, or is just like, would you switch to Soylent if you could?
No, I don't think I could do it.
First of all, Soylent's very hard on your tummy tum-tum.
I don't think I would like Soylent.
I had a roommate
like
who was into
food.
it for a while, and it's like a crazy thing to eat regularly.
I know someone who also did it. Also, just like, I know this is like a hacky thing to say. Don't name your food after the fucking dystopian sci-fi food, right?
Sure.
Like, that is weird.
Sure.
I know it's a joke or whatever, but it does get to me that like,
Not everything's a joke. Sometimes it's food.
you know what I mean though? I feel like I feel stupid being like, oh, it's named after Soylent Green. But literally when they eat it, I'm like, that's Soylent Green is the fucking thing from the thing.
You know it's people. You shouldn't eat people.
Anyway, so my thing is that no kidding
Yeah, try
aside.
to distract me from your weird food.
I don't
interest.
dislike food. We just got Mexican food. Delicious burrito.
Yummy ones.
But I don't feel like hungry that much.
Ah.
And I feel like I've read that there are people who have trouble eating too much. There's like a chemical in your brain that makes you hungry so that you survive, and they have like too much of this chemical. And sometimes I wonder if I don't have enough of it or something.
That
because
sounds very
I
possible.
have to force myself to eat a lot, and if I don't eat, I just get sick. I don't get hungry.
'Cause you're lacking nourishment.
Yes.
Just so you can be
And,
like one of the girls on the magazines.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
Yeah.
trying to start that's why I smoke cigarettes all
There's
day.
a new rumor I'm starting that Jeremy is anorexic. I'm going to putting that on the internet.
As a kid, I did take medicine to eat more. But it
Yes.
made me fall asleep constantly,
That's
like
too
during the
bad.
day.
Old sleepy Jeremy at it again.
You know, sleepy Jeremy.
Are you sure it wasn't the food that was making you so sleepy? Because that's my main thing is I eat a big meal and I gotta lie down, and that's why I have GERD at a young age.
That's true. Did I say on this podcast that I was negative percentile in weight and height?
Yep.
Because that one
And then
always
you
blows
took,
my mind.
you took hormones and that's how
HGH.
you got so. You shouldn't be so big, folks.
I shouldn't.
It should just be me and a little guy.
My parents
He's a
sent me,
little pocket monster.
My parents recently sent me an NPR interview with this guy who has like dwarfism or something, who was talking about how if you take HGH, it will like ruin your life and you'll die young. My parents were like, "Isn't that interesting?" And I was like, "You made me do it. Like, why would you?"
Jeremy, you were so desperate to be huge.
Like, it was quote unquote my choice when I was 12, you
Right.
know? And then it's like, hey, did you know that apparently you might die young?
Well, you were a real tyrant back then. Okay, well, now we've addressed the food thing. Yeah, you got to give her a different activity she's going to do every week.
We're still on the cheesecake question.
I think I nailed it, but what do the answers say?
Okay, here's what you and your colleagues need to do. Stop eating the cheesecake.
Oh, yeah. In the marketplace of ideas, you must reject her cheesecake.
When your coworkers ask why no one's eating the cake, explain briefly about the indulgence and that rich dessert should be a rare treat for anyone, not something eaten regularly and frequently. That's honestly true.
Yeah, defeat her with science.
You don't have to tell her it's bad. You can just be like, I don't want to eat fucking cheesecake once a week.
It's not cake time all the time.
It's not time for cakes.
Your cake is pissing me off. I also got to know what job this is. That's pretty relevant.
I'm imagining an office job.
I'm imagining it is a auto garage.
Sure.
You know, and they're all covered. Their hands are covered in grease, and they're like, "No, I was gonna wipe these off for cheesecake day. It's always cheesecake time for Carol."
Everyone's like, "That's so true, Jason Statham." I'm imagining it as police officers.
It's too much bloody cake. It gets all over me hands, and I touch a Pontiac with it.
I did a job like this called the Italian job once. Everyone's like, "We get it.
We get it."
Sorry, Waffles.
That's sad that he has to work at Pep Bros now.
Yeah, he's not doing well.
Damn, what is the name of that place? Is it Pep Bros?
Pep Boy.
Pep Boys.
Right?
You know when you say a word wrong on the camera and it's the worst moment of your life?
Episode 2 of the day.
Pep Bros. Okay, yep.
You fucking idiot.
Pep Bros.
I like this answer from Deb. I'm a baker and love to give my baked goods to friends and family. I would, all caps, never want anyone to lie to me about how it tasted. I mean, never. Call her and tell her before she does it again. Save her the humiliation and the cost of supplies and time. Tell her you aren't going to tell anyone about the conversation. If she wants to bake and try a different recipe, someone tried and tested on a friend will not
I don't
lie.
know if this is it, Chief.
Don't ever lie to her again.
Call her right now and tell her you were lying.
Call her on the phone and tell her cheesecake is disgusting.
We're all pretending so you don't cry again.
We think you're going to hurt yourself.
We don't want you to become anorexic Jeremy. Just because we won't eat your cake.
Anyway, this seems like very easy to say. I don't want to eat cake every week.
Jeremy, I love your cake. I think you should bring me cake every week.
I'll do it.
Okay. I will absolutely eat cake every week. I have no reservations about that.
Yummy.
Yummy. What's the next question? The Quirk Place.
Okay, this one's from Jade Driscoll.
This is more Quirk Place.
Yes.
I love to quirk.
Would NASA fire you if they found out you were a flat earther?
This is very interesting to me.
Me too.
NASA, first of all, they're kind of big on the Earth being a sphere.
Yeah, what's your take on it before we get into it?
Oh, I think it's a sphere.
I think it's a sphere as well.
Yeah, everything I've seen, it kind of seems like it curves when you get far out enough. Like even when you're in a big plane, you know, when you're really high up there, you can kind of see it curving a little bit.
It's true.
You can see it curve a little bit.
It's
you get
true.
to a good enough altitude. Don't look up how high that is or if it's impossible. I've seen that. But
There's a
I feel like I've seen it.
there's a very good documentary called Beyond the Curve or something like that. It's on Netflix, I think, about flat earthers. I recommend it. It's basically just about these people who become flat earthers, become really popular in the flat earth community on like Facebook and YouTube, and then they become too famous and for them to ever deny it, because it's like they have like Patreons, they have merch, they're going to meetups, they have friends for the first time.
Sure.
And now once they'll do an experiment and be like, oh, the earth might be around. And they're like, well, my whole
financially,
career.
I can't think that.
So it's very interesting.
That's so interesting. You know, and this is just a tangent on the thing I was saying earlier, but B.O.B. had that song
Yes.
about airplanes
In
and
the
how
night
they were in the
sky.
night sky like shooting stars.
Yeah.
But when you're in an airplane, you can, and he's a flat earther, and you can see that it curves.
Yeah.
So has he even been in an airplane?
Well, he's confused. He thinks they're shooting stars.
Oh, they're not shooting stars.
No, he's
That's
very
a whole
lost.
He's just got to read like 3 Wikipedias, and he's fine.
Yeah.
This is the most contemporary artist I know, but B.O.B. There'll be a lot of discussion of him this week.
I think that NASA, it would be very funny to like sue NASA for like discrimination
Yes.
because you were fired for your beliefs that the earth is flat.
That's the thing. So I think it would be frowned upon to think of like something clearly scientific or anti-scientific like that at NASA. But also, if you just do your job well, there really is no reason for them to probably can you for that.
Well, if you
Unless
keep
you're like,
suggesting stuff where you're like, let's try to get, we should send a rocket to the ice wall. And they're like, well, what's the ice wall?
I
They're
gotta
like, the
tell you,
ice
there's
wall that
no ice
surrounds
wall.
the disk that is the earth.
If we don't know anything about these dragons, we're not going to get very far, people.
Yeah, exactly.
They're huge.
Why do we keep trying to go to the moon? It's just a picture.
We're just going to hit the ceiling. We keep going up there.
So that I think would be funny.
I think as long as you don't become like the director of space, you're probably pretty good.
That'd be
NASA's severely underfunded.
That would be such a fucking funny scandal to come out if it was revealed that the director of NASA was a flat earther.
That would be tough.
I feel like all the articles would just be like NASA shrugging. Like, I don't know how this happened.
Hey,
Apologies.
Not everybody got to go work at SpaceX. It really is crazy that we just give all of the NASA money to SpaceX now.
Yeah.
They're like, it's a company. I'm sure they're doing it.
They'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out eventually.
All right, let's see what these people say. So this one guy says that he is the former CEO at NASA.
Hold my calls.
I don't think
That's a pretty
correct.
big. I aspire. My LinkedIn is entirely directed towards being CEO of NASA.
I don't think this is true.
Dude, stop doubting Jeff Hamilton. Are you kidding me?
In 6 months, I'll have my 40th anniversary with NASA. In 40 years, I've personally known 3 people who were fired. 2 were fired for making death threats. One of those
It's
appealed.
very common at NASA.
One of those appealed and got his job back.
I'm going to open the windows on your rocket, you piece of shit.
How did he get it back?
Good luck going out in the moon bounce when your suit's full of holes.
I'll fucking get you, Buzz Aldrin. Having crackpot
Are
beliefs.
astronauts just driven to murder? There was that one who peed herself and wore the diapers and drove across the country to kill her girlfriend or boyfriend
Well,
or whatever.
astronauts are crazy, right? Because they're
astronaut
fighter pilots.
we walked right into your stand-up.
Yeah, about these astronauts.
Is there anything more crazy than astronaut?
You tell me they want to go to the moon? The Earth is flat, motherfucker.
Are you 2 astronauts? Are you and your sisters?
Dude, so the thing is, the crowd work bit I have when they are astronauts is fucking amazing.
Oh my God.
It hasn't happened yet.
No, you got to hit it right though.
But once
If you keep doing it, it'll happen.
I might need to use plants.
Sure.
Will you
Get
come
your
to
fr-
my next show?
Yeah, I'm an astronaut. Sure. I'd love to and answer earnestly with my expertise.
I've heard of people who are out of their brains, but you're out of this planet.
That's good.
And then everyone fucking loses it.
Yeah, they have to close the show after that because of fire hazard. How many laughs can be contained in a building? Anyway, can we please listen to this man's experience for a second?
Having crackpot beliefs may get you laughed at, but as long as you do your job competently, being a nut is not a firing offense.
Oh, I'm very wise.
A flat earther could probably find a job he could do where his beliefs were irrelevant.
I'm very wise and I know how things work.
Calculating orbital trajectories wouldn't be a good career choice. So that's what I said.
Yeah, sure. But you just have him work in
I'm very
accounting or
wise.
whatever. You can be a flat earther and do the books.
Yeah, but if you might just have to go against your beliefs. I've had jobs, where I have to go against my beliefs, I'm sure.
Sure.
I was a lifeguard and I always thought that the kids should drown,
Yeah.
but I didn't do it.
That was good you didn't drown those kids. I had to round up all those dissidents.
Oh yeah.
That was really hard for me. But sometimes you just got to get that paycheck.
You gotta get paid.
When I was
baby.
director of ICE,
No ethical consumption under capitalism.
That's
Am I
right.
right, folks?
Monday through Friday.
That's why I'm director of ICE.
And that's why I'm CEO of NASA. So what does that mean?
I don't know. I don't think it says upvoted by Seth, former CEO of NASA. So that might be Seth. Yeah, Seth claims to be the CEO at NASA.
Who
Jeff
is
Hamilton. Seth is a guy who has a black and white.
Oh, you
profile
don't know
picture.
Seth?
It's this
When
guy.
he's not directing NASA, he's on Quora.com.
He just answered a question 2 days ago. It says, or a few days ago. He says, "Do Saturn and Jupiter have different effects on people's personalities?" He says, "No."
CEO of NASA here. Not yet. We're working on that.
Someone says, "What is the name of the rock that could be found on Earth, the Moon, and Mars?" And he says, "In the do your own fucking homework region."
Whoa!
Boom.
Whoa!
Welcome to Quora.
Welcome to Quora. Whoa!
This is why I was fired from being the CEO of NASA.
It's because I go blue too much. I was telling people rocks are fucking shit.
Anyway, people seem to say that no, you would not get fired. Depends on the job you have. No, I think they would laugh at you. It depends on whether it impacted you on your job. This is basically what we said.
Yeah, so we're really smart. I think we were right about this.
We're so fucking smart, dude.
It's a show for smart people.
Someone says, why would you want to join that lying organization that, quote, faked the moon landing, arranged the worldwide conspiracy, and prevent
This is
people from
again
getting to the
because
edge
it's
of the
against your
world?
beliefs, and the answer is we got to get that paycheck.
Gotta get
that
paid,
paycheck.
baby.
I don't care if they're lying about the moon landing with Stanley Kubrick.
That's
I'm
their
trying
version.
to buy a Tesla.
Yeah, dude, you gotta get that Tesla.
I am interested in how many flat earthers own Teslas. That's something I'm.
Oh yeah, that
Pretty
would be
interested
interesting. Because, do you think they like Elon Musk? Because they seem like the personality that would, but
He's ruining the space race.
yeah, kind of famously not a flat earther.
His rockets don't go anywhere. I bet they love him.
Yeah, maybe
They're like just
wasting
like I
funding.
thought. They just explode.
That's true. Wait, that is a good point. They might love him. That maybe they think that he's like trying to like prove through reverse psychology.
Why would they need to go up there? They could just blow up on the way. They're just gonna hit the ceiling. I think flat earthers must think there's a ceiling, right? There's like a.
I don't know.
It's like an aquarium.
Yeah, I mean, some people think it's just a disc in space. I think there's a lot of different sects of the flat Earth community.
Yeah. Yep. And there's Hollow Earth as well. That's a separate one.
Hollow Earth rules. I love Hollow Earth.
Yeah, it's
Not like Hollow Earth?
Godzilla versus Kong
Yes.
rules. Yep.
Yeah, that one is just like, what if there's ancient civilizations under the earth? That's fucking dope.
We
dude.
all want that.
Yeah, I would love to dig down and find Godzilla.
It seems like that would be a very attainable goal for us to have.
What I love about
digging
it
down
is
but,
that
oh well.
Kong digs down into the earth, finds out there's a whole other world there, and he's like, "Oh, well, my fucking family lives here.
Oh,
It's my Kong family."
Yep.
All right,
And they
well,
don't really run with that at all either, if I recall.
Here's another one from Jade. Today I got fired from my job because of my Quora questions. I don't get it. My questions are insanely intelligent and debunk atheism. Why was I fired? I think this is very likely a troll.
This is almost certainly a troll.
But it's a funny troll.
Like all great fiction, it shines a light on truth.
I like the idea that they were fired for their Quora questions. I think that's cool.
I mean, even if it hasn't happened to this person specifically, it certainly has happened to somebody somewhere.
I think it's funny.
So this person's perspective is I'm a Christian poster. I'm debunking atheists. I think if you, no matter what your job is, no matter what your angle is, if you cyberbully intensely and then your employer finds it, it looks pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Is
how
that true?
these things work. I mean,
If it is,
in
I'm
theory,
never getting a job again.
you're kind of a big
I'm a fucking
bully.
cyber bully.
Yeah, you're like the
I'm always
King
picking on
Kong.
teens. I find vulnerable teens and I bully them.
Yeah, and they're just trying to get through school,
I
bro.
say, nice backpack, idiot.
Yeah. Nice.
And then I do a gif of them getting pushed into a locker.
You think Razor scooters are the way to get around, huh?
I used to ride a Razor scooter
And you
to school.
pull up in your whip, in your Bugatti. Bugatti Kaplowitz on the cruise again.
Is it when you, not to be like an edgy atheist or something,
I
but
can't believe we fit anorexic Jeremy and Bugatti Kaplowitz in the same episode.
is that, are those so opposed?
Well, I guess it's like a really thin CEO kind of guy. It's one really cool guy. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
he's a very thin Bugatti owning
But we're worried
man.
for him. Yeah. He put all his food money into cars.
I'm just a normal guest on like Red Scare or something like
It
that.
is crazy how much money I spend on food.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Any money that isn't being directly siphoned away to a necessary expense or rent is pretty much like, I can get a big hamburger with this.
Well, that's how I became
boy.
a billionaire is I stopped eating food. It's called hustle mindset.
Hustle, grind.
It's the Jeremy no food money strategy.
Focus on your money. Do not focus on food. Why did I get fired from my job? Because I was debunking atheism.
You can if you're gonna buy a burrito for $10, you could just eat $1, and that's saved you $9, and you've
It's
eaten
true.
something.
I've been meaning to talk to you about this dollar eating you've been doing. It's very unhealthy.
I love the idea of a Christian debunking an atheist just being like, God isn't real? Well, then why does it say so in the Bible?
Then why is every moment a shining beacon of light? Your move. How is my heart so full of love?
How do you explain the miracle of birth?
Look at my child's eyes, you piece of shit. I've definitely seen that one around.
Yeah.
Yeah, the post a picture of your child and say, "Oh, there's no God. There's no God."
How did this happen?
Look at my handsome little baby.
Look at my little boy.
I created this with my seed.
Oh God.
My seed has reaped fruit.
I'm nutty for nutting.
It's another cereal mascot
That was the first one.
of Nutty Loops.
Yeah, pornos was what I came up with.
That's so fun.
From the beginning of the
I
episode.
know. I know.
Anyway, I honestly have lost track of what episode we're on. But
we're trying to figure out what happens if you get fired.
okay. So if you
Good Lord.
I'm trying to find like a good answer here, but most people are just being like, "Well, nice try, troll, but you've fallen for the biggest the trick in that you've posted your Quora under your name, and I can't see that you're, whatever." Anyway,
I had that sound too loud. Sorry about that.
it's okay. I got distracted by this post for she is the most beautiful woman in the world.
See, that's just Hayden Panettiere.
I don't know who that is.
Is this a Tide commercial for Hayden Panettiere?
Apparently. No, it's from Your Money Magic.
That's just Hayden Panettiere from Heroes.
Well, the article is she's the most beautiful woman in the world. The
What
most
year is
beautiful
it?
women to ever exist. Wait till you see number 4.
Oh, God, it's 2006 again. Oh, God.
I mean, we're doing Christian versus atheist debate, so
Yeah, that's true. We're kind of a time
2006.
capsule option you have online. If you'd like to just take things back to a simpler time.
there's no good
when
answers
the war in
here.
Iraq was raging.
Oh yeah, back when we thought it was cool.
We said, let's get ISIS started.
let's get a head start on that.
Is anybody in here answering the question?
No, people are just like, "Well, nice try, Mr. Troll."
Well,
I know a lot of people are like, "Maybe you were fired because you're not smart. You're actually quite dumb."
The answer is don't cyberbully is what the answer is. I'll be doing the Quora answers today.
One guy says, to quote Samuel L. Jackson, "Because you're a lying motherfucker." I want to be clear. I don't think Samuel L. Jackson said that.
I'm sure he'd said motherfucker in a movie somewhere.
Yeah, maybe
but-
his character said that.
Yeah, but that's not him. Don't put movie words in his mouth.
Don't do that, dude.
Don't do the monologue from Pulp Fiction to Samuel L. Jackson. He's just trying to
It's a very
sleep.
slippery slope because then you start saying like, it's just like Joaquin Phoenix said, and then you're quoting, the Joker.
The Joker. Nobody wants that.
Okay, let's read another question.
Please.
Welcome to Quora MD.
Oh, you got to do that one.
Where is it?
We have not been owned by the Doogie Howser theme people yet,
where
so
am I
we will
looking for
keep
this?
doing it. It's on my desktop, bro.
Desktop.
Come on, bro. They're all watching us.
I don't see it.
It's under Quarators.
Oh, okay.
Segment sounds.
Yeah.
Doogie Howser MD. Welcome to
That'll be edited.
Quora MD. It's a little place where we find out about the human body and what you can do to fix it and how you have cancer. Surprise. It's Quora.
If your hand is bigger than your face, you may have cancer.
You may have cancer, and you do. This goes for a while. You can go ahead and shut that up.
Okay.
What's the question?
Quora MD, this is from Jack of Nights. I am 14 years old and I've smoked 3 puffs of a cigarette. Will I get cancer or will my lungs be damaged?
Okay, like the last question, we are going to get out in front of this. It's a troll.
Yeah, it probably is, right?
But this is something that little children, they wonder about.
It could be
they
real.
do bad things. They wonder if they're going to die.
I think there's like a 5% chance it's real.
Yeah, sure. I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't put money on this, that it's a real question. But at the same time, if every time you take a puff, you're risking it.
Yeah, it's true.
The same risk we're taking answering a fraudulent Quora you're
It's true.
taking with your lungs.
We might end
when
up
you
with
suck
cancer
down that tar.
due to reading this Quora.
I'm not a doctor myself. I couldn't say yes or no.
What?
I couldn't
I
say
thought
yes
you
or
were
no.
Dr. Patak.
Which
Alex
one?
Patak, MD.
Which one do I usually say on here? Do I say I am or I am not? Oh,
Usually
I
say you
do say
are.
I am. Legally, I've been meaning to talk to myself about that. But
Talk to yourself.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. I am, and you will get cancer from
Let's
reading
read some of
this
these
Quora.
answers because I like them a lot.
This one's just from Mary Flynn.
First one I'm going to read is, Jesus fucking Christ, how did this get into my email? Why did you smoke cigarettes in the first place? Yes, we will get cancer and have your lungs damaged. You should know better.
You should know better. This is a stranger on the internet.
Here we go. I'm 25 and I had been smoking since I was 13 years old. Do not do it. It all started when one of my best friends was a smoker at the time. She was older, so I figured, hey, why not try it? First, it started off with one every now and then, and eventually I was smoking half a pack to a whole pack a day. I have recently stopped smoking cigarettes, and it's something I never thought I had the willpower to do. I'm so glad I have. All right, well, that's just a normal story. I'm not going to read the rest
Wow.
of it.
Still think smoking's cool, anorexic Jeremy? Just because you can... if you save that money, you'll get your Bugatti faster.
The episode is all like falling in on itself.
It is. Also, this character just becomes more robust as time goes on.
Yeah, this is
Jeremy in a
movie by
Bugatti and
the
he
end.
smokes and he doesn't eat.
This is a huge character for us. We should copyright it and we should write a movie.
Jeremy Cocaine Plewitz.
Oh, that's interesting. Coke Plewitz.
Your name is not easy to pun.
No.
I gotta say that. Let's get that out.
I don't think I would be very fun on Coke. I think I'd be annoying. I feel like I'm already got like a weird energy.
This
going.
is my entire diagnosis for Coke, which is just like, if you enjoy coffee, wait till you have coffee that can stop your heart
Well,
sometimes.
guess what I don't drink is coffee.
Yeah, so it's just not the drug for you, I don't think.
I think it's true.
You just have a lot of opinions really fast.
I don't need that.
You don't need that.
I don't need more
You
opinions.
gotta keep it cool.
I need to quiet down. Keep my thoughts to my fucking self.
That's enough.
Let's get that louder.
That's enough.
Thanks for that.
One guy says, a tedious many times asked questions from Quora. I've done something fairly trivial or stupid. Will I die? I note the question is anonymous. If sniffing fumes from solder, touching lead, had a drag of a cigarette, vaped, been vaccinated, etc. were lethal, we'd be kicking bodies out of the way when walking down the road. I liked how that
It was a crazy way to write that
I really liked
statement,
it.
but I do think that's correct. Yeah, that you can do bad things and not die all the time.
Yeah.
For sure. And so if you're young and you're considering cigarettes, jury's out.
One guy posted a link to an article that says, living in cities is as bad as smoking 20 cigarettes a day.
Not true.
I do not believe that is
a
true.
lie. I mean, if you live, I guess, next to where they're burning trash,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I guess somewhere in the world that's true, and you got us there.
In New York City, though? No, I refuse
not
to
in New
believe
York.
it. That's
Well,
a
because
beautiful
that's like a-
place.
It's a level of pollution that somebody got rid of 100 years ago.
If you live in a city where somebody is smoking in your apartment 20 cigarettes a day, then maybe.
I suppose, yeah. If you're
That's
like
it.
kissing them a lot. If you kiss someone who's smoking cigarettes all the time, are you getting all that cigarette kiss smoke? Is that
I don't know.
damaging you?
Maybe.
Sometimes I worry about
I've got
some
smoker's tongue.
kisses I've received. Yeah.
Yeah?
Smoker's tongue.
Alex loves to kiss.
I love to kiss. Let's get that on the record.
All right, let's read this
Get
one.
that out here. I thought that was going to be a honey. Okay.
Honey.
honey.
If you farted inside a jar, closed it quickly, and opened it, 10 years later, would you be able to still smell it?
See, this one's fun because I feel like I do know the answer, which is that part of the fart gets out in the jar.
Yeah, after 10 years?
10 years. I mean, it's not like, unless you're closing it in like the X-Men chemical, sealer or whatever, I think you're probably letting some fart out over that time. You need a strong seal.
I think that sounds about right.
Yeah. Okay, so what did the answer say?
There's a long answer. I'm going to read it. I'm going to play a thing. What's a good song?
I'm
Here,
so
let's see.
wise today.
You are so wise.
I know how the Quoras go.
Trying to find like a nice... I tried this and only opened it yesterday. I felt so stupid. Had waited 10 long years, unscrewed the cap and stuck my proboscis?
Proboscis.
I don't know why I couldn't read that. Deep into the jar. I inhaled with an intensity that only 10 years of curiosity could enable. I almost passed out the volume of unexpected extra oxygen my eager brain had to deal with. Nothing, not a wisp of malodor, nor a trace or whiff of the stench I had anticipated for 10 long years. I sat back and contemplated my disappointment, then kicked myself. Had the wretched fart that I had trapped inside the vessel stunk in the first place? For crying out loud! All those years ago I'd forgotten to check. I wandered into the kitchen and dug out a suitable receptacle, determined to carry out a more scientific experiment. I hung my bare buttocks over the open glass and squeezed. Unfortunately, I shat and half filled the jar. Well, in 10 years' time, I thought, screwing the cap down tightly, I'll be guaranteed a gut-wrenching odor that will make a blue bottle vomit. And then all the comments are like, this is the most funny fucking thing I've ever read in my fucking life.
You, sir, get Reddit gold. You get it. You earned it with that great paragraph you wrote.
Turn this off, sorry.
Yo, that song rocked, actually. It was way better than the answer. The answer was just like a poetry slam prose kind of thing happening, but the song was really interesting.
The song was really good.
Big fan of that. What was that one called?
Thank you. That was called The Bizarre Canon.
Okay.
From
the Bazaar,
Anu
like,
Dixit.
like Aladdin's Bazaar, not like a bizarre, strange thing.
Yes.
But wow, what a song.
Good song. Well done.
Yeah, I don't believe a word that guy said. But it was a thrilling adventure to read.
Yep.
Okay. Any good answers?
I don't think so. That's really
Not
it.
a one. Just that guy who made a whole movie about it.
Let's see. If you fart inside a jar, close the okay. Obviously, the OP suffers from 4th grade potty humor and is fixated on their own body outgassings.
Someone's fixated on their body outgassings.
So yeah, they're saying that it has to be 100% airtight. Otherwise,
Yeah. Okay. Respect. That's what I said.
yeah, respect. Alex is so fucking smart today.
I'm very wise.
Alex is so wise.
I'm gunning for CEO of NASA after this.
I may be anorexic CEO Jeremy Kaplowitz, but Alex is just a wise man.
If you just get some more food in you and stop driving around that Bugatti all day, you could read a book and learn something.
All right, let's move on to Quora Romance.
Let's rock. Welcome to Quora Romance, where love rules. Here we find the questions about who's shagging who and who's
Finally.
got the mojo. Oh, the song and segment ended. But yeah, I can't wait to find out.
Can I ask you a question, Alex?
Yeah,
It's a dating question.
sure.
How do you tell which Thai massage parlors give a happy ending?
I'm glad you asked me this while we have no guest.
Yeah, I can just imagine like Sam Ruddy or something being like, pass.
Skip.
But no,
Do
we're
not-
willing to
Do
dig
not
in.
read the answers.
You must know.
Okay, so as someone who has myself not gone to Thailand and then
Sure.
had sex with the people massaging me,
Okay.
I would guess.
Have you ever gotten a normal massage? A non-happy ending massage?
Yes.
I never have. I've only gotten happy endings.
Yeah. Well, they touch your body and then they can't help but go all the way.
Oh, no, once they see
Once
it.
you get them in the Bugatti, they gotta touch the body. You're always saying that.
Once they're in the Bugatti, they're touching the body.
Oh my God.
I don't have massages with sad
it's
endings.
so toxic working with you, but
I call them sad ending massages.
don't leave me with a sad ending here.
Goodbye.
Come on. You got it, my Bugatti. I would. So let's just guess. Let's guess.
How do you tell? How
do you tell?
There's
And
a
I think-
pineapple on the door. I don't know.
Yeah, I think if there's a pineapple on the door. There's got to be a symbol like that, right? Like, because you can't. If it's a case by case basis, you're gonna end up harassing and like getting in trouble with everybody.
Yeah. Is
I think it's like you go per shop.
Sure.
Like per shop, like if you go and you're like, I'd like a casual massage at like a Goo Makers Anonymous. That's the name of the massage parlor. Then yeah, I think
That's got to be a fucking happy ending one if it's called Goo
Yeah,
Makers
that's
Anonymous.
what I'm saying. Is
That's
like
not
if
even
you-
a good name
if
for
you
a
go-
massage parlor.
It's just a first draft, but we'll circle back on the name. But the point is, if it's called something like Goo Makers Anonymous, you know they'll make you goo or else.
Yeah. Or else.
Or else.
If you don't come, you are going to have to like...
you die in 7
You
days.
have to work at the store or something. Like if you don't have money to pay for
You have money in a restaurant, they make you work there. Yeah.
You had to start giving the hand jobs.
If you show up and you can't finish, they make you start sucking off dudes. It's one of the rules. Is that a joke? The masseuse who keeps doing blowjobs, because the whole thing is your hands do all the work. You're just really bad with your hands.
It's a mouth masseuse though.
You're just fumbling.
They
your
lick
shoulders
your
are
whole
so
body.
tight.
Let me get your hand real quick.
Really digging my tooth into your spine here, and tell there's a lot of stress.
I'm a mouth masseuse, and I will not give you a blowjob.
This show's gross as hell.
Hey, we're not talking about bestiality. That's good.
Hello. All right. Well, let's find out from some actual perverts.
Sure. I feel like there's something we wanted to say about massage parlors, but now I can't remember. Oh well. Simple. Look for a pink-colored signage or massage staff wearing tight-fitted tops over silicone-enhanced cleavage.
You should be in jail. All right, next answer. Now, there's no judgment here.
I think my honest answer would be to read the Google reviews. I feel like if you...
Oh, for real,
I feel like for real, if there's for real, I think if there's a massage parlor for real that does happy endings, the every Google review is gonna be from guys that look like this and are just not me, but like the character that we just read from, and is like, yeah, this is a pretty good fucking massage parlor if you ask me. 5 stars. Let me say the massage itself wasn't very good, but 5 stars overall.
I can't say why, but it's 5 stars. Yeah, get out my big hat, because that's for real.
I had a pretty handy experience with this massage parlor.
This guy keeps using the word handy in his review. Thinks he's being clever.
They could say they did a pretty good job with their hands.
Let's just say their hands were well applied.
Let's just say they jacked my penis off.
Even the thing is, any reviews for a massage parlor are going to be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think.
As someone else said, the only way you can tell is to visit a massage parlor and see what happens.
That's
Fuck
true.
you.
Yeah, that's
What
not
do you
a good
mean?
answer.
That's not the fucking question.
Yeah,
Everyone
go
knows
to
that.
every massage parlor and be like, they didn't jack me off again. Even the thing is, even if you are at one of them, they're not going to just do it. You got to be like asking for it.
Also, the person who asked this question knows they can do that.
They know they can do that. That's if the Quora fails the plan. But luckily, every sex criminal in the world is on this website, and they will have your answer.
I think many, if not most, licensed massage therapists act professionally and are therefore unlikely to offer anything that resembles a happy ending. These professionals would probably be very offended.
You're a child.
If you ask for anything that's not on the menu, you're asking like a secret burger at McDonald's.
Yeah, I'd like an animal style.
I do
if
imagine
you know what I mean.
Going in and asking is like a pretty horrifying experience for the massage person. I imagine it happens a lot.
I'm gonna need you to get out the Thousand Island.
The dressing?
Yeah.
Oh, because of the
Animal
McDonald's
style.
bit. I
Yeah,
got you.
Yeah.
It's like people who are like, they order food that they know the restaurant doesn't have, and they're like, "You're telling me you don't have any dressing in the restaurant?
Yeah.
You're telling me you don't have hands that go up and down?"
See, this was interesting asking you about the food thing because I have a lot of friends who are like, I only eat chicken nuggets.
No,
And
I'm
I
not
go,
a fucking weirdo. I'm not a. Those people are freaks.
I'm anorexic and I have a Bugatti.
I don't get hungry very often, but I'm not like I can only eat spaghetti and
Yeah.
and that's it.
That's what they sound like, folks.
I'm
And
a
it's
little
sad.
baby.
I only have spaghetti to save up for my other luxury car.
Yeah,
While you were out at the fancy burger store, I was at Spaghetti's R Us saving up for my Porsche. Andrew Tate Hustler Child is
Sure.
still a big hit for me.
I think that's funny.
Yeah,
That's the bit you did on stage.
it is, and it's
And I
not
was
done
like,
yet.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs way up, and
then
then
it
the
bombed.
world hates that voice. Yeah,
What can you give us a sneak peek of it for the listeners?
I don't really remember. It was something like, I like. If the joke was that
Yeah.
Andrew Tate is making children misogynist, and the joke was just like, you bitch, I'll have my chicken fingers.
The bit I remember you saying was going like, "Mommies belong in the kitchen."
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
I liked it.
That's the voice. People hate that voice.
I love the voice. I'm a big fan of baby voice for non-baby
You
characters.
should have a baby because you'll get to hear it all the time.
I don't know if that's true. I don't think-
Babies talk like babies do.
but they don't say Andrew Tate stuff.
If you teach them to. If you
Yeah,
raise a
that's
young
true.
cobra, my
That's
son,
true. That's true.
get out there and propagate.
You know what? Patreon goal.
Patreon goal, Jeremy's having a child.
That's happened to the last Jeremy you
We need
podcasted
9
with.
months. Yeah, that's
It was
true.
a huge disaster.
I'm 1-0. And Jeremy co-hosts that have a
It
baby.
didn't go well for that. He left and he never returned. Like
was
a
about to say,
father going out for cigarettes.
I mean, it did end well for him that he had a baby he likes, but
seems like a very nice boy.
I guess podcast-wise, it didn't end that way.
Yeah.
All right, good point.
But who are the podcast listeners if not our children of
That's
Quorators?
so true. Anyway, is there any other signs about how to get sex work at a
David
massage parlor?
Blades, who I cannot imagine is a real name, David Blades.
David Blades!
He has studied at some college.
That's
says,
the funniest description for David Blades. Okay.
Usually the ones with the hot, sexy girls.
Show me the lie. Show me the lie. That's where the hot, sexy girls are.
I like this one. This guy
David
Stu.
Blade!
All right, let's click on David Blades' thing. It's Blades plural, by the way.
I'm sorry.
He lives in Thailand.
Okay.
This is his photo.
So far, we're matching up. David Blades.
His picture is him like fucking chest out wearing like sunglasses.
It's a normal picture.
No, it's not. It's David Blades.
Check again.
Check again.
I think you'll find it's David Blades. He's wearing a backwards hat because he's cool.
A lot of his answers
All
are
right.
about living in Thailand.
If that makes sense, that's where he lives. All right, there's a Trump one.
Yeah, the question is, I thought Trump's plane was broken down. Is the plane he flew to New York the same one he had before he became president, or is it a different one? And he said this was liberal news.
Liberal news. Trump is on the missing Malaysian plane.
This was liberal news. He never used it when he was president. It had to have got out of mothballs after he finished his presidency. So it took a while to get it back to perfect. So everything is
This
fine.
guy run Donald Trump's plane? What the hell is happening here?
Okay, if you're Donald Trump, who are you giving your plane to? Some fucking dumb secretary of blah, blah, blah? Or
David Blades. And the question answers itself.
who went to some college?
Before he moved to Thailand to get access to the beautiful women.
I fucking hope that's his real name.
Oh, David.
David.
David, your body is a wonderland. All right, it can't get better than that. We should move on.
Okay. Thank you, David.
Thank you, David. Thank you for your service.
This is from Kirk Deller. And this is on
Shout out.
confessionspersonalstories.quora.com. A psychic said me and my boyfriend will break up. I'm in an amazing relationship and we love each other. The psychic has been right on the other things in the past that it worries me. What should I do?
So I'm going to need to know those other things the psychic was right about real quick.
Sure.
I know we can't find out because it's a question and it's over.
Impossible.
But what other stuff were they right about? Were they right about the election? Were they right about the weather? Were they right about your love life previously?
I think that you should break up with your boyfriend.
Dumping somebody because of a psychic is a Seinfeld-ass plot I am very into.
It is.
I would like to be a fly on the wall in that breakup.
Can I tell you a fucking Seinfeld-ass plot that I heard about recently?
Yup.
I wrote this down.
Welcome to Seinfeld Plots.
This is
I'm David
Seinfeld
Blades,
pitch.
and I've had some college.
And I'm Larry David.
And I'm anorexic Jeremy, and I have a Bugatti.
I hope this isn't too dark. But a friend of mine from high school I haven't spoken to in years, a year ago or so, his dad died suddenly.
Okay.
And then
We are all Stardust.
very recently after that, like weeks later, started dating a death counselor.
Okay.
Isn't that weird? Isn't that a George Costanza-ass thing to do?
I don't really see how it ties into the father dying.
The person's job is that she's a therapist
Okay.
for people who have had a recent death.
Oh.
Like a death counselor.
death. I thought you said a deaf counselor, and I was
No.
like, I don't really see how that's related. And that is ableist, and Jeremy is canceled, even with his fancy car. But no, that is
That's some George Costanza-ass shit to do.
yeah, that is a TV show ass plot. But it also makes a lot of sense because it's kind of like, I just want to talk about death all the time.
Yeah,
Good thing I
and
have this
then-
person who's an expert on it around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that could go, either person in the relationship could be saying that.
Yeah. Let's just say they're not dead down there. That's something they'd say on
Ooh.
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
If, they'd sprinkle it. They'd make it funny.
They'd make
The
it
thing
really
about Seinfeld
good.
is they'd make it funny.
Yeah.
Check out Seinfeld, 1991 to 1999.
I think it's 1989 to 1999, but I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
what happened there?
What do you mean?
Why was it? I felt like there was a gap for a bit in the first.
This first
season of the
season,
show.
it's called The Seinfeld Chronicles. Remember that?
Never should have opened up.
Remember
this
that?
box. I know this is something you have a treasure trove of knowledge. But back to the
really
Quora. Let's focus on the Quora.
Okay. I think you should break up with your boyfriend. If you want to believe in magic, that seems more powerful to me than believing in some shitty relationship.
It's
You'll
more
find
powerful
another
than love.
boyfriend. Boyfriends are everywhere.
Boyfriends are. You can't fucking throw a rock without hitting a boyfriend.
You have
out
two
there.
choices here.
Uh-huh.
You can stay with your boyfriend and think magic is fake now.
Yeah.
Or you can continue believing in the power of psychics
Or psychics.
and just find some other fucking guy.
And the other thing too is like you're pretty much asking for a negative energy return if you go against the psychic. Like you're waiting for something bad to happen.
Yeah.
And so you're just inviting that
It's
into
a
your
foolish
home.
mistake.
No,
As we all
dump
know,
his ass. There's a boyfriend a minute out there.
Boys are dime a dozen.
Just go to the next recommended YouTube page. There's boys on there and
You
take
can
one.
find one.
Just go date Ninja.
Talk to your fucking...
Date Tyler Ninja
Dude.
Blevins. Take him home tonight,
Remember when
baby.
he bragged about his wife wearing a bra?
I missed that, but there's a lot about Tyler Ninja
Can I find
Blevins.
this tweet?
I don't know. Yeah, sure.
I had to find it.
We're at the point of Quorators where we're digging up ninja tweets.
So funny. You will like this tweet, I think.
Okay. All right.
Ninja tweeted.
Should I be following Ninja?
No.
Okay.
Ninja tweeted. This is not ironic.
This is something I text Jeremy this every week. I say, should I be following Ninja?
He tweeted. I'm in the middle of carrying a League of Legends game, about to close it out, and my braless wife brings me a sandwich, not asked for, with chips as I get a double kill bot lane. So how is your day going?
I'd love to laugh, but it is still very rewarding to get a double kill in the bot lane.
I just love bragging about your wife not wearing a bra.
Here's the thing is most of the gold in the game is accumulated in the bot lane. That's where the carries are. You have to feed. You have to get your carry big.
Guess
And
what,
so
virgins? My wife's boobies were under her shirt.
she's
Free.
braless. Also, and let's talk about it, the bra is tyranny. A lot of women don't need the bra.
They're burning them.
And they're burning them.
Anyway,
So
date
get with-
Ninja.
and they're all doing it to date Ninja. They're waiting in line for this old
Oh my
sup
God.
to cash out. They're waiting for him to leave his wife. She's gonna be out of the picture soon. There are
yeah.
other women without bras.
Once she stops making those sandwiches.
Literally the minute she runs out of bread. You are in there. I want to see the Quora advice.
Okay, someone says, if you're happy with each other, just keep doing what you're doing and be honest.
Keep it up.
One person says, being a Christian girl, I not believe anything a psychic told me. However, I do believe in prophecies, so go figure.
Okay. So that's more about you than about the
I don't
question.
believe in psychics, but I do think that you should listen to the psychic because you seem to like it.
Yeah.
Personally, I only use psychics for entertainment purposes and not take one scrap of notice on anything they say, which is important to you. It's not 1650.
Everyone is being so mean to this poor, loveless woman.
One guy says, look up Bible verses on psychics. Rest assured your worries will be cured.
What are the Bible verses on psychics?
I think they're like, psychics are liars
Psychics
who try to fuck your boyfriend. That's the angle. The psychic wants to
You
fucking
just want to
have sex with your boyfriend.
They think your boyfriend's so hot.
I'm looking at my orb, and it says that your boyfriend sucks and should be my boyfriend.
Your boyfriend is an AD pro in bot lane, and everyone wants him.
This is Ninja's wife who posted this.
It's sad, but it's Ninja's
I
wife.
love giving my boyfriend sandwiches he didn't ask for with chips while he gets a double kill in the bot lane, and I'm not wearing a bra.
Yeah.
But my psychic wants to have sex with him.
Yeah. Well, that's messed up. Let's do a little bit more.
Okay. We have
Let's do
two
a
more
little bit more.
questions. We have one from Historical Teachings.
Okay.
The very appropriate song for this question, which is, how come there is no one living in Africa if that is where human beings evolved?
Big fan of this one. This has been in the doc for a while.
Yeah. Another one where I feel like guests would be like, I don't want to talk about that.
I don't want to. Hey, it doesn't make sense, but I'm not touching that one. So,
There's an easy answer
what do you
here.
think they mean? Is my question.
Just want to real quick point it out just in case someone doesn't know. people live in Africa.
Tons of them.
A lot of people.
Like a whole continent of people down there.
Some good, some bad.
And on the map that you have at your house, it's probably even bigger than that, and there's even more people in it.
Yep, because of map fraud.
Because of map fraud, which is real and is wrong. So I would say, why is there no one living in Africa? There is.
Yeah.
And you
Also,
know,
humans didn't evolve in Africa.
I thought that was the whole thing. Are we gonna talk about the Fertile Crescent again?
Well, I mean,
Not a Fertile Crescent cast.
didn't humans like spread out? Like,
Yeah, I think, and the thing is, the subdivisions of humans is just like Neanderthals or whatever other thing is like, when do you start calling it a human? They're
Right.
probably all over the place.
it's true. What came first, the chicken or the egg?
The chicken or the human?
The human egg.
Or the humans'
Humans
eggs.
came from chickens.
They don't want
that
you
much
to
we
find
know.
out that humans had eggs.
Mm.
But guess what? They did. And so, yeah, I don't know for sure that they evolved there. I think that's kind of a generalization. But at the same time, people definitely live in Africa. Big flaw of the website is I can't follow up and ask them questions. Gotta
This
say
is a
that.
recent question too.
Oh, damn. Okay, so if we respond
is
to this,
from
maybe
April.
maybe they'll.
I mean, every question. I think every answer is just gonna
Get
be
it.
like, "What the fuck?"
a lot of the questions. No one living in Africa. There are still millions of people living there. Sure. I mean, that's what we said.
We don't like their answer. One guy says he's in Africa right now.
That could be a very common response to this. I am currently in Nigeria.
I love the idea of this guy coming up with this question and being like, "Holy shit, I fucking solved
What
it."
what did they mean?
I think I don't know. They must think that it's the Lion King.
I'm
like
try-
that's what's in Africa is just cartoon lions.
That's got to be it, right?
Who lives in Africa? Simba.
Simba lived there. If humans are from there, how come Simba lived there?
We all know about Africa. Timon lives there.
Pumbaa.
Pumbaa.
A third character. Yeah, I can't think of another way to interpret why are there no humans there. That's not like a vicious rumor. It's gotten
Yeah, I mean,
around.
so you have to imagine this is a creationist, right?
Sure.
So their whole thing is that they're like, evolution clearly isn't real. Checkmate. There's no one living in Africa. Doesn't make any sense, right? So what I implore them to think about is like all of the stuff about Moses,
Yeah.
which takes place in Africa.
In Africa, look it up.
So gotcha.
Got your ass. Next question.
All right. Should we move on from that one? Do you have any other thoughts on
I'm
that?
glad we addressed that before, we have some guest who's like, oh, Africa is
So
such
important.
a text. I can't touch that. I need to leave it up to the scholars. And the thing is, they just think Timon and Pumbaa are there, and it's sad.
Our guests, they don't know how to answer it because they don't think anyone lives there.
They agree.
I don't want to touch that.
We're probably
No, the
right.
10-foot pole.
It's a good point, and I just don't want to get into it.
It's a whole world of conspiracy. You know the Grinch is in Africa?
All right, this is our final question. This is from Quaranting. So drop of That's Enough.
That's enough.
My 18-year-old son continues to play video games even after I smashed his laptop and deleted his Steam account. How can I permanently put an end to his gaming?
Okay. And again,
What is he gaming? What's up?
so he smashed his laptop and destroyed his Steam account? Does he still have an Xbox?
Oh, that might be it.
Probably his dang Xbox.
I think what you need to understand is that your son is a gamer. It's
He
in his
will
fucking
game.
blood.
He will
can't-
game or die.
Yeah, you take a fish out of water, he fucking dies. You take a gamer from his gaming, yeah, that's right. He'll fucking turn really dry.
If you take Ninja out of the bot lane and remove the sandwich from his braless wife, it's like taking the air out of a fish's lungs.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah.
You can't stop a gamer.
You can't stop a gamer from gaming.
Fucking gaming.
Did you have growing up limits on your gaming?
Yeah.
My
I have
mother was
a-
very big on the half hour a day thing for a while. And I think that really just opened me up to spending 8 hours in a row gaming the second I got out of there.
Right. I have a lot of memories of my dad turning off my Xbox in the middle of games.
So rude.
Out of anger.
It's one of the worst things you could do to a person.
Me and my friends were all trying to do the achievement in Halo 3 where you have to finish the last level with ghosts. And we were like 2 hours in and we were almost done with it. And my dad unplugged my Xbox, which ended the match.
That's outrageous.
And it was a rough time for old
Have you been selling all your food for car money?
I stopped eating after that. And I bought a Bugatti. And now I'm rich.
Look at him now.
I'm a millionaire.
Cobra Jeremy.
That's why I'm balding.
How can I put an end to his gaming permanently?
Kill your son.
It does sound like
I want to put an end
son.
to his gaming.
Because
permanently.
he is a gamer through and through. He's going to game no matter what he does.
Yeah. If you want to stop your son from gaming, you have to end his life.
If you love your son, you'll let him game. He's trying to join a clan.
Here's the thing, too. If you kill your son, you better hope he doesn't respawn. Because he's a gamer.
He's how we work.
That's just how they are.
We're in the game, and we come back.
Mm.
And we're dropping.
Yeah, they're dropping in.
With our team.
How do I get my husbands to game together?
Why are there so many questions like this?
I don't know. It seems to be a thing where people try to come up with the best way to abuse their children and then talk about it on Quora. I assume they're all
I just don't know why
right?
Quora specifically has this community of
I don't know.
How do I hit my son with stick? You know?
And all the questions, maybe this is why, because every answer on Quora, they're all like, how dare you do this to your son?
Yeah.
You're a terrible parent. And I think most other places, they would just be like, you're a liar.
Yeah, this is a lie.
Then again, who's the most famous people on Twitter? It's like, Bean Dad.
Yes.
And who is he if
We're
not
all talking about him.
Twitter's Quora user?
Yeah, Bean Dad. He essentially stopped his daughter from gaming permanently.
Yeah.
R.E. her bean game.
Yeah.
If I'm remembering
teach
that
her
correctly.
how to do it or something. I don't know. You made the song. Whatever. Who cares?
We're not here to talk about Bean Dad today.
We're certainly not.
Oh, what's this picture with a PC?
This is the PC that he got at 9 years old.
Okay. Why would you do such things? This is by Epic Gamer Plays.
Yeah, he's got a YouTube channel. Go sub now, it says. Should we go see his YouTube?
All right, go check out the YouTube channel.
All right.
Really quick, but then I'm going to read Epic Gamer Plays.
Okay.
There's no link anywhere. You got to go to the channel.
All right, let's see.
His video is Funny Cats with Vine Boom, and he has 67 subscribers?
All right, okay, hold on now. Should we subscribe?
Cannot be typing like this with 67 subscribers.
Should we subscribe to Epic Gamer Plays?
There's a chance Epic Gamer Plays finds this if we subscribe to Epic Gamer.
There's a 100% chance.
I don't want to offend Epic Gamer Plays.
But he's so close to the freaking epic number of 69.
I gotta tell you though, a cat is not a game.
4 months ago, he said, "Hey guys, Epic here. I took a long break from YouTube because of school and other things. This is a child."
Yeah, obviously, based on everything about this. But can we please read their Quora answer?
Thing.
It's a
also,
Quora podcast.
If you're listening to this, don't bother this child.
Don't.
I know that well, most people, we don't have to say that too. But for those of you who are like, I might go bother this child.
Leave Epic Gamer Plays alone.
Okay.
They're 8 years old. Now, here's the computer they got at 9. Okay. I've been gaming since 6 years old on mobile for the start. And my parents have had no problem. I even taught my dad how to play some games. He even showed me a game he used to play. And if he wants to game, why can't he? If he were doing something bad, like doing rugs in the game or worse, you should check the games he is playing. But if not, let him play the game. Some people make thousands, even millions by playing games, let alone playing a game that they don't own. And he's 18. He's an adult. He can make his own decisions. That's actually very mature Epic Gamer Plays. And
this PC is pretty new looking for having gotten it at 9.
You know what? Epic Gamer Plays actually gets to the core of the issue here, which is that all of these start with my 18-year-old son, which is how you know they're a joke.
Yeah. Also, I just want to say, Epic Gamer Plays, this is exactly how I talked on forums when I was this age.
Yes, dude. Oh, my God. I have IMDb reviews from when I was 13, and they're way more soy than this.
They're just
Absolutely.
like this.
Also, it's so important to know, Epic Gamer Plays is with a Z, so you know he rocks.
I found an old forum once that I talked on all through middle school, and all the comments are just like, haha, no, I'm not gay, I'm just strange.
I hate that was your catchphrase.
Like people kept being like, "What are you, some sort of queer?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "I'm just 13."
Yeah, that was before you could say I'm married.
Anyway,
It was before your Bugatti.
all the answers here are just like, "Yeah, you've broken the law by
Yeah.
breaking your son's computer."
Yeah, well, you don't break his computer.
Yeah,
And you're lucky he doesn't sue you. Bam Margera's brother sent the state troopers after him right now.
that's true. That is happening.
So.
Yep.
Need I say more?
Bam.
And that's
We
Core
wish you luck
Raiders
out
this
there.
week. And Bam, we wish you luck.
I want to do one thing before we end. I want to check to see if anyone else answered our horse question. No,
Sure.
they have not.
No, they have not. Great. What's our question for the week?
I don't know. What do we want to ask about? What have we talked about today? Bugattis.
Let's do
Eating
let's do
money.
like a Andrew Tate style question.
Okay.
How do I get a Copernic question? A Copernic
How can I
question.
convince my girlfriend to
Okay.
make warm baths for me every day?
Oh yeah,
Is that anything?
warm baths.
I don't know.
It is weird. I feel like that's a big premium on Quora.
How do I get my girlfriend, my wife, to make me sandwiches with chips while I play League of Legends?
Oh yeah.
No,
I
that
just
sucks.
oh wait. Okay, what if it's I just started playing League of Legends. How do I get my wife to bring me chips?
The problem
and
is that
sandwich?
too many people will know this is Ninja. Because it was a viral tweet.
I'm the only one who hadn't heard of this. That's too bad.
Sorry to call you out like that.
Okay. Okay, what if okay, here's what we're doing instead. I want to marry Tyler Ninja Blood.
Okay. I would like.
Fuck me. I want to marry Tyler Ninja Blevins. How long do I have to wait?
Okay. I want to marry Tyler, quote,
Ninja. Make sure the N is capitalized. That's how it's spelled.
Blevins. How long
Do
is
I
it?
have to wait?
Okay.
All right. See, that's going to get engagement because we're talking celebs.
Ooh, people love the celebs.
People
Ninja's
love
our biggest
Tyler.
celebrity.
They love his braless wife. They're going to love this question. Can't wait to hear back from that. In the meantime, we can't wait to hear from you on our Discord. Join that with the link below. You're on the... Stop hitting buttons. You're going to have to click the goddamn link to the thing. And that's it for the show.
Oh, the colors change.
Yeah, it's a different board.
Go to Discord.
Go to
Send the
Discord.
thing.
Hit the sub button.
We have a show coming up. Hopefully there'll be a ticket link by then, but maybe not.
August 5th in New York City.
gonna be
We'll put the link
sick.
in the description as well, and I'll see you there.
Please come.
In the meantime, question everything.
Bye.